I think it's gonna be weird to be able to take your shirt off and not like have to hide this part of my body. So yeah, it makes me very happy.
19-year-old Olsen from Skanderborg recently came out as a boy.
I knew when I was 16, one day you're going to have the courage to tell people the truth and tell people, yes, I want to change my gender, and no, I don't want to be a girl.
He just graduated from gymnasium and is living with his parents while taking a gap year. His older sister and parents are very supportive.
My mother came to me and said, you know that I love you anyways. If you want to get your breast removed, we can do that. And then I said, I actually don't just want to remove my breast, I actually don't want to be a girl. I have a bunch of shirts that I recently stopped wearing because I just, I'm very insecure about my chestal area, and I also noticed that I walk a lot with my shoulders up front because, then I can kind of make it more secret what I have here.
Right now, Olsen uses tape to flatten his chest. His goal is to get a legal gender change, remove his breast, and start on testosterone.
So I have this video of a guy who's started his transition, I think 2 years ago with testosterone, and he has made a video where he says, this is my voice 1 year on testosterone, and he starts on the first day, and then we follow him week by week until he is 2 years on testosterone. You can see he looks like this at the first.
And this is my voice one day on T. Hi, my name is Chalaman,
and when you like go to the end, you can see it's a total different person. And that's just, when I see that, it makes me so happy because it reminds me that that can happen for me too.
Olsen has always felt more like a boy. But when he was a teenager, he started to wear makeup and grow his hair out to fit in.
I was stuck in the middle and afraid to tell people. No one could hurt me because I was normal from looking out, but it was so hard to be a girl because I didn't want to. So this is the boarding school I used to go to, and I lived right there at the left window on this side.
It was here at boarding school that Olsen started feeling more comfortable with himself.
This picture was taken like 5 years ago on the first day of school. You can see I'm like very girly and I have makeup on and long hair, and you can see a lot of happened since then.
Many transgender and gender non-conforming children and teenagers deal with mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. But recent studies shows that those children and teenagers who live openly as transgender and with the support of their family and friends have just as good mental health as their cisgendered peers. Amalie and Jakob were some of the first friends Olsen told about his gender change.
Oh, I missed you guys.
I was just so scared that people would be like, oh my god, that sounds so complicated. Do we have to call you he now, and what do you want to be called? I was just afraid that people wouldn't like me the way I was. But when people tell me that they accept me and they acknowledge me for my decision, I feel like it becomes less and less wrong, the thing I'm doing.
It doesn't really change anything. And I've always known that you were just kind of on your way of finding yourself and what you wanted to do and stuff. Yeah.
And to be friends with someone doesn't have to have anything to do with what's between your legs. So.
True.
Although he was nervous about telling his friends and family, their responses have made him confident about his gender change.
I feel like I've dropped 100 kilos because it's just so life-changing to finally be honest with other people and mostly myself.